What if I told you that your life in 2026 won't change because you felt motivated one day, or because luck finally showed up, or because one video went viral or one opportunity magically worked out? Those things sound exciting. They feel powerful in the moment, but they fade fast. The real reason most people stay stuck isn't a lack of talent, intelligence, or potential. It's because they chase habits that feel exciting and ignore the boring ones that actually create change. Right now, millions of people are setting goals. New year, new dreams, new promises. They feel hopeful, energized, and convinced that this will finally be the year everything changes. But fast forward 12 months. Most of them will still be in the same place. Same stress, same excuses, same routines. Not because they're lazy, not because they're incapable, but because when motivation disappeared, they chose comfort instead of consistency. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people avoid hearing. The life you'll be living in 2026 is being built right now. Not by dramatic decisions or big turning points, but by the small, quiet, boring actions you either repeat every day or keep avoiding. In this video, I'm going to share 10 boring habits that don't feel powerful today, but will completely transform your life by 2026 if you stay consistent. And stay until the end, because the final habit is the one most people skip, and it's the exact reason they never become who they know they're capable of becoming. So let's get into it. Habit number 1. Do one hard thing every day. This might sound simple, but it's the most life-changing habit on this list. Every single day, do one thing you don't feel like doing, but know you should. Send the message you've been avoiding. Finish the task you keep postponing. Start the workout even when you're tired. Have the uncomfortable conversation. Nothing dramatic. Just one hard thing. Discipline isn't built in big moments. It's built in these small daily decisions. This habit trains resilience, confidence, and inner strength. By 2026, this one habit alone will separate you from everyone who keeps waiting to feel ready. Because readiness doesn't come first. Action does. Habit number 2. Wake up at the same time every day. Not a miracle morning. Not a 5 a.m. hustle routine. Just consistency. Most people wake up at different times every day, early on weekdays, late on weekends, and then wonder why they feel exhausted, unfocused, and unmotivated. Your brain thrives on rhythm. When you wake up at the same time every day, your body knows what to expect. Your energy stabilizes. Your mind becomes clearer. Focus improves naturally. You stop fighting the alarm. You stop negotiating with yourself. Discipline becomes automatic instead of forced. By 2026, this simple habit can make you calmer, sharper, and more in control, without adding anything extra to your routine. Habit number 3. Plan tomorrow the night before. Most people wake up already behind. They open their eyes, grab their phone, and let notifications, messages, and other people's priorities decide their day. Here's a habit that takes just 5 minutes. Every night, plan tomorrow. Not a long to-do list. Not a complicated system. Just 3 important things that actually matter. When you wake up knowing what matters most, you move with direction instead of confusion. You act with clarity instead of chaos. Your energy goes into action, not decision-making. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a clear one. Over time, that clarity compounds into real progress. Habit number 4. Take a daily walk without noise. No podcasts. No music. No scrolling. Just walking. It feels too simple to matter, but it's one of the most powerful habits for mental clarity. When you walk in silence, your brain finally gets space. Space to process, think, and breathe. Stress starts to drop. Thoughts slow down. Problems begin to untangle on their own. This isn't about exercise. It's a mental reset. In a constantly loud world, this habit trains calm. By 2026, daily silent walking will make you emotionally stronger and more confident in your decisions. Habit number 5. Keep promises to yourself. This habit is invisible, but it shapes your entire identity. Every time you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, and don't, something small breaks inside you. You don't just skip the task, you lose trust in yourself. And over time, that loss adds up. Start small. If you promise yourself 10 minutes of focused work, do it. Not because it's hard, but because you said you would. Each kept promise builds self-respect. Each action tells your brain, I can trust myself. When you trust yourself, you stop waiting for motivation. By 2026, this habit turns you into someone who acts, not because they feel inspired, but because they keep their word to themselves. Habit number 6. Eat the same simple meals most days. Most people overcomplicate food. They jump from one diet to another. New rules, new plans, new promises, then they quit. The truth is simple. Repetition beats perfection. You don't need variety every day. You need consistency. Find a few simple, healthy meals and eat them most days. The result: less decision fatigue, more stable energy, a calmer mind. This habit won't impress anyone. It won't go viral. But year after year, it quietly upgrades your health, discipline, and mental strength. Habit number 7. Save before you spend. This habit isn't exciting. It doesn't give a dopamine hit. And at first, it feels uncomfortable. Most people spend first and save whatever is left. Flip the order. Save first, then live on what remains. Even if the amount feels small. Even if it feels insignificant. What you're really training isn't money, it's patience. Delayed gratification. The ability to say, not now, so you can say, yes, later. Over time, this habit reduces financial anxiety and builds something rare, options. By 2026, this boring habit won't just save you money, it will buy your freedom. Habit number 8. Read just 10 pages a day. Not 50 pages. Not a book a week. Just 10 pages. Most people say they don't have time to read, but somehow always have time to scroll, watch random videos, and consume content that teaches them nothing. 10 pages doesn't feel heavy. Your brain doesn't resist it. That's why it works. 10 pages a day turns into 12 to 15 books a year, without pressure. Reading doesn't just give you information. It quietly changes how you think, how you speak, and how you understand the world. Habit number 9. Limit who gets access to you. This habit can feel lonely at first, but it's powerful. Not everyone deserves your time, energy, or attention. By reducing unnecessary conversations, endless scrolling, and constant drama, you protect your focus. This isn't about cutting people off harshly. It's about choosing your environment intentionally. Because your environment shapes your future far more than motivation ever will. Habit number 10. Weekly reflection. Once a week. Just 20 minutes. Ask yourself 3 honest questions. What worked this week? What didn't? What needs to change next week? Most people never do this. They move from week to week on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes, then wondering why nothing changes. Reflection creates awareness. Awareness creates correction. Over time, this habit turns your life from something that happens to you into something you intentionally design. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your future won't be built by big moments. It will be built by boring days done right. No one will clap while you build discipline. No one will notice you saving money, reading quietly, or walking alone. But in 2026, the results will speak louder than explanations ever could. So let me ask you this. Which one of these boring habits are you starting today? Comment the number below and commit to it. And if this video helped you, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. Because your 2026 self is watching you right now, and hoping you don't quit on the boring work that changes everything.